Then we have trustee reports. Mr. Roddy?
We're joint red. Enrollment is still open for our summer day camps. I encourage anyone looking for summer camp to utilize our great program. And in sewer, the crews are making final adjustments to the grit removal system at the wastewater treatment plant. And the crews removed the old telephone and electric service at the sewer pump station on Missing Trail. That's all I have for today.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I want to remind people when they're pulling up to the stop sign to stop and look both ways, because we had someone on June 8th hit by a car. Well, she was, I believe it was she, in a crosswalk, because people don't look both ways. And I think there was even a letter to the editor this week, either the Chronicle or the Indian. I think it even made the record from another Goshen resident. So to that end, the police department will be out, setting up stops, looking to make sure people are stopping. We're not going to tell you where, because if we did, you'll avoid those areas. So please, in all seriousness though, look both ways. I know we get sometimes lazy when we drive and we get distracted, but it's important, and you can avoid needless accidents. Excuse me. An employee of the Goshen Gulf Station was arrested for selling beer to a minor. Just a reminder, fireworks in the state of New York are still illegal. 4th of July is coming upon us, so not using illegal fireworks. And one's for Meg. If you're gonna have a garage sale in Goshen, you do need a permit. There's no fee, but we need to know, just because we want to know if there's going to be concentrated areas where people are going to be having garage sales on a particular day, so we can just make sure we have adequate coverage in that area. They usually attract a lot of traffic. Nothing wrong with garage sale, good thing. Just let us know you're having it so we can be prepared. Especially a lot of people get together and have a 4, 5, 6 house garage sale together, and it can create some congestion. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Activities of the Department of Public Works on May 25th. I'm sure most people are aware that North Church Street has been paved from Gregory Drive and Lincoln Avenue. I certainly know, because I drive on it every morning. Flower baskets are in place and are being watered on a regular basis. Crews set up and cleaned up for the Memorial Day Parade, which was a beautiful day. A turnaround has been constructed at the end of Oak Crest Drive, which is up off of Duggan Lane, which is going to enable the garbage trucks and the snowplows to turn around at the end of that road. On Saturday, June 5th, a tree was down and blocking the road on Gregory Drive, and they must have removed it very quickly, because I didn't even know it. That's it. I guess I was still asleep.
First out, trees, when they water the plants, when they water the trees, they're doing it with untreated well water that we have at the garage. We began our stump removal program. If anyone has stumps in the tree-lined street area or has a desire for planting, now is the time to let us know. Or if they think that there is a tree that needs to be assessed by Orange and Muffin, to see if we have to take it down. And this only applies, it cannot be your front yard, it has to be in the sidewalk, between the sidewalk and the street. The CRD wells, we've been in communication, checking on the status of our permit. It is coming. We have not yet received it. We eagerly await its arrival. We've been also meeting, Art and myself, with the people from Orange Estates in hopes of trying to find them some relief at no impediment to the village with their water pressure problems. We also have been doing research, a lot of research about in our old files to, get our files together about old information about the village water supply, and it is so much fun to read the old documents. Many of the names are repeated throughout, the grandfathers, the fathers, not so many daughters. The time has now come, and I think that's it.
I have one more thing I forgot.
Sure.
I got a call from Ken Obremski for the Bicentennial Committee regarding the sign
Oh,
we're going to put up.
I forgot the sign.
He called me today, and they're still moving forward with it. He's trying to meet with someone in the next month or so, but it's going to be a real great sign. He's talking about, I think, granite and things. I mean, it's going to be a substantial piece. So,
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
but it's going to be, it's not going to be ready till at least next spring. So any plans to redo the One Village one?
Yeah.
Like repainting and all that for
Yeah.
Great American Weekend, we should proceed accordingly.
We already
He's
have.
not gonna so.
I communicated with Maureen about Trini, because she's my contact for this, and I said, Michael's told to take it down because this is such a state of disrepair. Maureen was checking with the ORM to see the status, and she had assumed that they would get back to me, but they hadn't, so I called her, and Ken and Doris said that they were going to be bringing a presentation to the village board for their approval to see the design of the new sign, and they had someone who was volunteering, an artisan who was volunteering to help them with that design.
They're ready, once they meet with that person, then they're going to
come in
contact
and
us.
visit us. So our hope is, and hopefully we'll be able to, with John's help, get some repainting done on it so that we can have the sign, at the very least, up for the summer season, and hold out till there is a new sign. Hopefully we can get it done by 4th of July weekend. At least it's much better having it not be there looking at the state of disrepair. Okay? Thank you. I forgot. Public comment. We eagerly await. Yes, sir.
What were those numbers again on that settlement for Main Street?
On the settlement?
Yeah.
I'll get it for you. 60... Here it is. $61,162 was the original, and it was diminished to $28,850. That's amazing. Okay. Anything else, sir?
What's the status of the new well house for the crystal running wells?
We don't start on that until we have the permit number.
Yeah, so we're waiting on the approval for the water supply application from the DEC. I'm told that the draft of that permit has been done and should be issued shortly.
Then we can move ahead on that.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else?
Go ahead.
A couple of things. Do we have an answer tonight on the questions that's been posed here several times about plate readers?
About what, Don?
The data retained on a plate reader. Of plate readers.
What's the question? Yeah, rephrase the question again, because, the chief wasn't here the last couple of times you asked it, so.
Previously, Mr. Hickok raised the question with regard to the retention of data from the plate readers. Comment had been made in the paper about going back, looking at the data, and there was a question as to how long that data was being retained. The question was posed over at the town, and they cleared their data within 24 to 48 hours, according to Chief Marsh. Question is, are we building a permanent database of any sort?
No, we're not building a permanent database at all. The reader has a storage capability, but we don't download it all. It purges itself automatically as it takes in more data, so we do not store it separately or independently at all.
How long does it store, or how frequently are you purging?
It does it automatically. It's not manually done.
And what is that period?
I don't know. But we don't. We could have the capability of doing that, but we'd have to download it to a separate dedicated computer.
Right.
I don't see a need for that at this point.
When the question had been raised previously was that when that had been sold to the village by the county, it was indicated that that data would be, that there wouldn't be any creation of data, it would just be compared against a database. The reader would be compared against the database, and if there was a hit, the officer would be alerted to it.
That's correct.
So there was a question as to whether or not, if you were going back and looking for somebody that you thought was here, if there was a database.
There's no independent database, just whatever the reader captures.
I had a question about, that came up at the town the other night, with regard to the application of pesticides on the joint rec fields. There's a new state law outlining the application of pesticides on athletic fields for schools. And then the question is the village or the Joint Rec Committee doing so, or has there been a policy not to do so? And then also the question as to whether or not there is pesticide application on the lawns, just on the village hall grounds.
Well, I can speak for Joint Rec. No, we have pests that come all the time, so it's not working. Joint Rec, we haven't formally discussed that. I'm guessing if it's a state law, it might